Humor is a hard word to define. I think one of the quotes is, it's like trying to tack jello to a wall to try to define humor. But it's beyond humor in terms of what you would sort of traditionally think humor is. These nurses had what I called a lightheartedness, sort of a lightness, a zest for life, an enthusiastic sort of approach, an attitude to see the positive in situations that other people would consider tragic and disastrous. And they were able to share that appropriately with patients and with their colleagues in appropriate places. So it was sort of beyond, it's definitely not joke telling, it's not being a stand-up comedian, it's just having a lightheartedness and an attitude that is on the positive rather than on the negative side. And sometimes when I've been asked to speak at conferences and they want me to talk about the humor, I think they're a little disappointed because it isn't ha-ha humor. It is about seeing the sort of the brighter side. And I wrote quite a lot about how you would be able to physically tell somebody had the attitude. And a lot of it was in the dress, you know, how they dressed, that they were very bright colors, they were very careful about how they put themselves together. They walked with a sort of a gait that had a little bit of a lilt or a skip in it. They smiled often, and they were not afraid to share sort of the humor in a situation, as I said, appropriately. They were able to laugh, but they certainly were not like joke tellers. But they did see the joy in life, and they had a zest for life. And they were able to keep that even in really difficult moments. And they had difficult moments. I mean, there's no doubt that this group of these nurses in particular were working with people who were very sick. And then they did have a lot of experience with people that died, but they were still able to look on the bright side and to keep that attitude no matter how challenging their work life got. And I think that was one of the things that differentiated them as exemplary nurses. And they were able to sort of bring that attitude to the workplace and to really help to keep the atmosphere positive. And there are stories that are funny that did make me laugh, and that would make you laugh if you read them. But beyond that sort of funniness, there is that attitude, and they don't lose the attitude.